hello, and welcome to the Commentary Zone. Happy Labor Day for all of our tribe who are based out of the United States. Happy Labor Day. Enjoy your day off if you have it. On the docket today, we have a new show that was recommended by one of our tribe. It's called Pop the Balloon or Find Love, and it's on YouTube and it's on Arlette Amuli's channel. And we decided to take a look at episode 20, which came out late last week. Okay, so I don't know about the rest of y'all, but this gave me a lot of giggles. It was like I was telling Jamal just now, I think this is a really great concept. This young woman has a YouTube channel. She's created this show concept. She's getting people to come in to her Phoenix studio in Arizona, and they are participating. You see the viewership she is getting. I hope she parlays this into a production deal and gets a show. This is a great start. It needs a lot of polishing, but it's a great start.
I like the concept. Like, it's right away. It's no, to me, a lot of the fluff is not there, which is what you kind of need for TV. But for YouTube, where it's kind of bare bones and you can say ratchet, I mean, this is great.
All right, so this week okay, so they have the women selecting from a lineup of men, and this is the male cast members. From left to right, we have Dante, we have Ryan, we have Justin, we have Chris, John, Trey, Natty, and Key. And for some reason, while I was watching this, I thought Key's name was Keith because I guess I'm a flaming idiot. Did you have any like preferences in the men? Like, did anyone pop out to you? I know a couple popped out for me.
I mean, the very traditional strip adult entertainer was very interesting to me. I guess the cowboy.
It's Dante, yeah, Dante.
Let's see. I think it was Trey. I thought Trey was very well spoken
with the green check pants.
Yes,
I liked Trey as well.
I honestly, I thought, and then was he the one that said like he owns 2 social media companies?
No, that was Ryan. That was my other favorite. The two that stood out for me was Ryan and Trey.
And Ryan. Yeah, Ryan was too funny. He's like, I have like, I own 2 social media companies and blah blah blah. And then he's like, I'm a content creator. I run a couple YouTube channels. I'm like, okay, like I think that's really, really cool. And I like the fact that all the guys seem to have jobs with like upward earning potential.
Well, we can't. Okay, so whereas I was to determine kind of what kind of industry these gentlemen were in, I couldn't figure out what Justin was in. He was very vague with his. He said he had an online business, but
right.
Like, are you selling on Amazon? I just wanted a little bit more information on him. Chris seemed very hardworking. Like when he said he's a realtor, and then he worked at the community center, and then 2 nonprofits, one for what do you say, Black people, and then Black girls with his mom. I was like, great. And then he lost me when he said, yeah, I smoke a lot of weed.
Since he was 12. Okay. He knows how to handle it.
Since he was 12. He know what he doing. I was just like, okay, Chris, you do you. Let's go back to Dante. Okay, so adult entertainer, stripper. Okay, good for you. But I feel like you could be traditional in how you want to have your relationship run. I was feeling he wanted something more than those traditional roles of housewife and he is the breadwinner. It seemed to veer into a different place with him. Um, but until I could figure out what he's saying clearly, um, yeah, I'm staying away from him. Ryan, I did a little back checking on. I went to his YouTube channel, and he has a cute little video up. Do I think he was attracted to any of these women? No. I believed him when he said, "I just want to hear what they had to say."
Right.
I don't think he was attracted to anybody. John seemed, very sweet, but out of place. He got discounted across the board because he had two shorties. Um, Good on him. Trey intrigued me because he worked for, not, no, John worked for Aerotech Company. And Trey, what did he do? Shit. Trey. Trey also worked in tech, but something else. And I went to his Instagram. He got a picture of him up doing a presentation at a dais. Like, this guy is really smart. Really smart. Check out his Instagram page. I really liked him. I thought he was very genuine. Natty, Natty, I don't know why I thought that he was from that country in Africa that the rapper was from that died. Um, anyway, his looks gave me that, and I liked him too. He seemed cute. And then he owns a trucking company, and I thought he was brutally honest with the lawyer girl that said, he said, you are very busy and I am very busy. I don't think we would have time for each other. But I really like that, you are going after your law degree and stuff like that. But he put it straight out on the table. I thought these men were very honest.
Right.
They were looking for.
And the thing was, like, I throughout the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
They was cutting to the chase, like, I'm not gonna even waste your time. This is how I feel. This is
Mm-hmm.
how I see it. But like I said, for YouTube, this is a great start. For TV,
Mm-hmm.
you do need more of the fluff,
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't be too honest, because if you're too honest and cut to the chase, you're removing content for the network. So you're gonna have to, like, add fluff. But like I said, great start.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what everybody has to say before we dig into this, because I know Miss Tracy had quite a few things to say. Okay. Okay, really, this show was an absolute train wreck if ever we've seen one. I hope y'all are ready for my notes. Yes, I took notes because I could not believe what I was seeing. Not that anyone wants my opinion, haha. Yeah, I agree. PBS style right now. Y'all, Tracy, give it a chance. Look, this is a young Black woman who has created this. I don't see why she can't put together a production company and go all the way with it. I could see this on VH1 or MTV for sure. Yes, she could be the next the woman who does Love and Hip Hop, Mona Scott. She could be the next Mona Scott.
Okay,
Don't
start with the
discount her.
intro. Let's start with the intro.
Intro?
Okay, so we can show this a little bit, because she won't strike us, because it's YouTube. It's not like TLC, who, like, has thousands of AIs, blah 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 blah, and will, like, strike us. Like, yeah, let's I mean, let me do this. Let's see.
I'm gonna say
right.
Tracy says she gonna sound like a Karen. No, not all Black men look the same to me, but all I saw was doppelgangers in this group. Really?
All right, let me pitch it down.
Hi, Rodney.
I mean, you got a little intro. Right? She had, like, a little intro go. I mean, like, this is what some shows give us.
And she's highlighting the meat that's on offer this week. I thought it was cute.
No, I mean it's good that she is featuring them.
I didn't like this part where she put herself in between the men, though.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing real quick. Okay, now the intro was great. I like it, but here's the whole thing. What I would do, I would have done it like more Real Housewives style, where you have all the men, their different stuff, and have their names. That way, we knew their names before. It just makes a better flow. But again, that's a production thing. Like I said, for YouTube, this is great.
Wait, she thought Tracy thought Justin was Lena Waithe. Oh my God. Hi everybody. Hi Sarf 2. Hi Rodney. Hi Tracy. This is going to get crazy. Hi Justin Retro Stuff channel. You're new to is this your first time in our channel? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Justin. Ronnie, I am a pop the balloon expert. You are? I cannot wait to hear your feedback on this episode. She needs to know that she is the host, not the entertainment. Oh, okay. Tracy says, no doubt I'll give her all her flowers. She has a great hustle. I pray she gets a big break. Yep. So let's dig it. Where do you want to start?
I mean, we may as well go in order. So give me 2 seconds.
Okay. So this is Nucci, y'all. Nucci was the first female that came up. And let me see. Okay, so she is okay, so she is an artist. She's an artist who's a rapper, a behavioral health tech, and a stripper. So she said that straight out. She's a stripper.
Right.
And then we heard the first balloon pop. She said that she promoted her song that dropped the yesterday, and then another person popped their balloon. So before she finished her intro, two men had already popped their balloon, saying that they was bowing out. They were not interested in Nucci. What did you think of Nucci?
I mean, I liked her. Like, I don't judge your job as long as you paying your bills and I'm not. We cool, unless you're into like some really illegal stuff, and then that's kind of. But she seemed very nice. She knows she's cute, which I don't mind, and she just seemed very straightforward and forthcoming.
Oh, and Trey, I found what he does. Project tech manager for a tech company. He was the first one to pop his balloon because he said basically it's your profession. I have nothing against you. You seem like a very nice person. You're pretty, but I can't do that. And she was like, fine. I thought more people would have popped their balloons. She came in with realistic expectations. And then let's see. Key was the next one who popped his balloon. He owns a trucking business, and he says it's basically because she's a stripper, but she said that's fine and that she loved his complexion. And if you saw in the background, it looked like Ryan was going to pop his balloon, waiting for her to say that she prefers darker skinned men. But she never did, so he put his hand down. I was like, my God, do people tell you that a lot? But anyway, her question next to the gentleman was if they had children, because that was a deal breaker for her. And then John pops his balloon. And that's when we find out he's in aerospace tech, and he also does content. And he said he didn't pop his balloon because he likes to get to know people, but that she's cute. Um, that she's cute, and she says that he is cute, but he's not fine to her. And I understood what she said, what she meant by that, because she was like, you could be cute to other people, but I feel what she was trying to say is that she didn't have that immediate attraction to him, and he was the
Right.
gentleman with dreads. But ain't nothing wrong with that because that's what the show's about. You got to find an immediate attraction in order to pick them. Next question she asked these men is that she wants to know their signs, and then she has some more popped balloons. Rodney says a counseling stripper.
Exactly.
But we have all professions on this show, Rodney. I just think it's a cute mix. And see where people's boundaries are. I think it's it's interesting. Dante, we meet him next. He's an adult entertainer and YouTuber, and he's a Sagittarius. Justin owns his own online business. He's a Cancer. He's the one that's dressed in all black. Then we meet Chris, who's a realtor, and then works all the other jobs and smokes a lot of weed. Ryan, he owns 2 different media companies. He popped his balloon when she asked about the sign thing. He said that he didn't pop his balloon right away because he wanted to hear her out. She says Ryan isn't her type because he's too light skinned for her, and she likes brown dark skin, and that leaves Justin and Chris to pop their balloons. So she has to explain. She gave a term. I should have made it clear and said I don't like light brights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's an appropriate term to use, but okay. They asked if one of the boys wants his balloon back, but I don't think he says yeah. We see Natty next. He's a project engineer for a contractor, and then he does freelance work on the side. He's an Aries, and he feels like people make assumptions about the sign when they ask for your sign, and that's why he popped his balloon. Then Dante asked her a question, and he wanted to know what her definition of submission was. And when he asked that question, all red flags went up for me. All red flags. And she said some claptrap about how, I expect my man to lead. And if we buy in a house, I need you to tell me why we need to live in a certain neighborhood. Girl, shut up. Just if he's buying a house, just go. Oh my God. The next guy is Chris. Was it Chris or was it Justin? I think it was Justin. Justin asked her where she stay at. She says Phoenix and he says Cali. So he pops his balloon because it's too long of a distance for him. Someone else popped their balloon, but I didn't see who it was. Then Dante pops his balloon. He said he had time to think about her response to the submission question. And basically, she said, if you have goals and you don't achieve them, then why should she allow you to lead her or have any say in matters pertaining to her? And then he recounted a few years ago where he didn't achieve his goal and he got into a breakup and whatever. Again, more red flags popped up for him because now you're applying your past relationship to this girl. Like, are you ever going to achieve a goal? Because that's telling me you ain't achieved no goal. and you ain't nowhere nearer to achieving the goal than you was a few years ago. How do, cowboy? How do? So I think all of the boys popped their balloon for her. She got no matches, so she is leaving the stage unmatched. Any comments in here that y'all are talking about? Wait. Let's see. Her job history is crazy. Counseling stripper. Hey, Ablavi. Long time no see. How are you? Okay. She was like I'd entertain that. Like, yeah, that's like dope. Yeah, and the phrasing, I was wondering when one of the men was going to comment on I would entertain you. Considering her, I understand why she was saying it, and I know what she meant, but based on her profession, it could be thought of in a different way.
Right.
So she should rephrase that.
I think overall, the way she wasn't very articulate, you know. And I
Uh-huh.
think with these men like across the board were pretty articulate,
Mhm.
and you could tell by the way she was speaking they weren't very interested. And it wasn't even the fact that she was a stripper either. I think it was purely from a standpoint of
Mhm.
her, um, just her speech, just general
Mhm.
speaking points. Like to them, yeah, it's a fun game show, but it's still a professional environment, and they're
Mhm.
still representing themselves. If that makes sense.
Tracy says Ryan. I guess she's likening him to Matt Barnes 2.0, likes walking,
Mm-hmm.
thrifting, and antique and boy bar. I think he does. I went on his IG page. That boy is more than what we give him credit for on this. I think he has a very lucrative social media presence. Um, he's got 1.1 million people following him on IG. The song that
Nice.
he had on YouTube, it sounded decent. It also told me that none of these women were attractive to him, but he's got something going on. And I saw him in two tuxedos and he looked very good. And he's fully tatted, which was he has a full shirt. I don't know about the leg part yet, but he has a full shirt. Um, oh, I didn't see his back. Anyway, I digress. I like the tattoos. He's a wee bit young, but I do like what he has on his social media. Next up, all the boys get their balloons back, and we have Tosh up. Um, she is 25, a registered nurse. She loves to travel. She loves Pilates, spending time with friends and family. A man has to have a relationship with God, family oriented, has to be romantic, deal breaker, no relationship with God. And then it depends. And someone already popped a balloon. And I believe it was Natty who popped his balloon. Yes. And he explains that he doesn't identify as a Christian in his life right now. He respects her because she's a nurse, and lots of people in his family are in healthcare arena. But he decided to bow out because she was very repetitive with regards to a relationship with God, romantic. Like she just kept on stressing that over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she the host gives her a pin and tells her go and pop two people's balloons. So she pops Dante the stripper, and she says that he seems flashy. That's why she popped him. The guy that was next to him, Ryan, um, she popped. No, wait. My notes are a mess. Okay, so she popped the Dante's balloon, and she popped John's balloon because he had dreads. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Chris pops his own balloon. He says, um, go away. He says that he used to have dreads and he's getting ready to put them back in. So if she doesn't like them, might as well bow out. Duh, 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 duh. Let's see. Her first question is what they like to do for fun. Ryan says he likes to stay active, hiking, museums. He is a morning person, not too much about the nightlife. Anything that they can do early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think he was purposely lying here, but okay. Chris says he likes roller skating and basketball. And the 6 pictures that he has on his Instagram are basically roller skating, basketball. Trey spends a lot of time with friends and family. He likes adventure. He recently went skydiving, and participating in this experiment was, adventuresome for him. And if you go on his Instagram, he did go skydiving recently. Key, he says he likes to hang out with friends, plays sports games, take a walk, catch a movie. He doesn't do too much. um the host tells Tosh to pop another balloon, and she pops Ryan's. She liked the other responses from the other men better. Ryan said he didn't pop his balloon because she seemed mature. He said that nursing is hard to get into and it takes a lot of discipline, so he liked that. Her next question is, where do they see themselves in 5 years? Um, Justin says in business and he wants to do traveling. Then Trey says he sees himself in 5 years having a higher paying job, a purpose to move forward in that purpose. He wants to be possibly going in a different direction. He just sees himself moving forward. I like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
I like that answer because it shows what he wants to do, but doesn't give too much information on what exactly he does. Key says that he's advancing his business. He wants to be a homeowner, married, and then he pops his balloon. He says that he's very laid back, and she seems laid back too, and he needs somebody opposite of that. True. Let's see. Justin asks, it was either Justin or Chris asked what her love language was. I don't know what this love language nonsense is. I have to look it up, but they seemed very familiar with it. She says words of affirmation, but then changes it to service. And he says affection, touch. He says it's used to what he's seeing with his mom and dad. So that's nice that he wants to aspire to what they have.
Right.
Then then Trey asks her what's her purpose in life, and she says that she feels like she was meant to help people, and that's why she became a nurse. She also started a business to create dolls that look like her because when she was little, there were no dolls that looked like her. Okay. So then she goes back and she pops Trey's balloon. And she said that Justin, what Justin said about how he grew up watching his parents' relationship and that's what he wants, that spoke to her more than Trey. So then all the balloons was popped with the exception of Justin, and we got our first match. So there you go. We got a match. And I found her to be the dullest of all of the women up there. She was boring. And Justin seemed to like it.
Right.
But I've never mind. I'll keep that thought to myself. Next up. Wait, let's see what y'all saying in the comments. Okay. Hi Steven, you're not late. Hi, Phil Foster Dog Mom. Did Tosh forget that she was on a fake romance show? She was a little too real. Oh Lordy. Steven said the show was nutty. She needs to get used to that tongue piercing. Her and Dante would have been perfect for each other with their lips. Rodney, you gave the nurse red flags? Oh my God. Wait, who gave nothing to the show? I thought he gave nothing to this show. Like he just walked in from off the street. What? Tracy says that Trey, no bueno with the pearl necklace. Y'all so messed up. Y'all so messed up. Let me see. What else are y'all saying? No, wait. That was Raji with the list, not her. My bad. Oh my God. We gonna get to her. Ablavi, hello, long time no see. I stepped up after about 5 minutes. Oh Jesus. Okay, so I was rolling on the floor at the looks the guys gave some of the ladies. Yes, and they were outright laughing by the end of this show. She was unremarkable. Hi, Sunway. What kind of show is this? A train wreck. But we are giving props to a fellow YouTuber who has put together something unique and interesting and is making money off of it. And I just hope that she gets a production deal for this. I really do. I think his feet hurt, so he just wanted to go sit down. Oh, Jesus. We are messed up, but we aren't on a relationship show. That's very true. That's very true. All right, so next up, we have Simone. Hold on, let's find her. Simone was interesting because she came up in this figure skating outfit, but she says she's a full-time creator of lifestyle and beauty content. She's working on her master's program at Pepperdine University for clinical psychology. She's a poet and a podcast co-host. She likes a man with a higher education level, understands emotional regulation, the work. She wants someone who can communicate, and someone who won't feel threatened by her getting attention. And then, she's like, just basically a red flag for her is someone who's stupid.
Well, that's fair.
Yes. She was a dichotomy, though, because she actually has one child. And you'll be surprised what happens when that comes out. Anyway, the host gives Simone a pin to pop the balloon. So she popped John's and she popped Ryan. Ryan said he just wanted to hear her out. That's why he didn't pop his balloon. She says she doesn't do light skins. Okay. John says he likes light-skinned women, and that's why he didn't pop. She popped his balloon because he didn't make eye contact with her not once while she was standing up there. And I feel that because he had been relatively near the beginning of each elimination, I feel like he just got demotivated by this. I really do. Right. I think that's why his head was down, and it remained down for the rest of the show. Let's see. Simone asked the question, what do you do, I guess, for a living? We hear Dante's in adult entertainment and bodybuilding. Chris, he's a realtor, and then does the community center and nonprofits. Trey's a developer, project manager, tech company. Nati is a project engineer for a general contractor and freelancer. Key, he owns a trucking business. And we hear someone else pop a balloon. Trey pops his balloon because he's not big on cussing, and Simone is cussing a lot. Okay. She says he's not her type because of the physical appearance. I
Mhm.
thought he was cute, but okay. She didn't expand on that.
No, she was very like, oh, she was quick to dismiss people, but
Mm-hmm.
not really explain why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or she did explain why. It wasn't too much depth to it. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm. And for someone who was so clear and elevated on what she wanted, she when she cut someone, she really didn't give that that feedback that you thought someone like her would be itching to say. But anyway, Simone gets to pop another balloon, and this time it's Natty's. She says that he sounds smart, but physically his height is a problem because she did make a comment that he knows math when she found out what he did. But yeah, he wasn't tall enough for her. Um, Next, she has a question and she wants to know their thoughts on gender roles and what the expectation of a woman would be in the relationship. Dante again mentions his traditional lifestyle, and he wants his woman to let him lead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Chris says that she goes to Chris, and he goes, "Can you repeat the question?" So she does, and he says he would like to take care of you, but shit happens, and if he's down, he would like to know that she'll help out. Um, and I understood that. But I don't think
Right.
Simone is interested in you
No,
being down at all.
exactly.
Key says he's traditional, but if you're cooking, he'll wash the dishes. It needs to be more of like a 50-50 partnership for him, which I kind of agree because this is an evolved traditional relationship, which I like. Um, Simone is given the pin to go and pop another balloon. So she goes over to Chris and she pops his balloon. She said that she was mad that he made her repeat herself. And he could have had a better answer. No, she said if he had had a better answer after making her repeat herself, that she would have probably saved him. Um, Keith has a question. He asks if she has kids, and she says she has one. So Keys pops his balloon, and so does Dante. She says that Key was her type all day long. That was her type. They go over and ask Dante um, why he popped his balloon. He said that he's a traditional man and he wants his woman to come pure without any baggage like children. He wants to start his own family from scratch. All of the balloons have been popped. She did not get a match and she leaves the stage. Okay. Steven says she was
Here's the thing,
superficial to
though.
me.
I'll be honest, though. I will say
Mm-hmm.
this for Dante. I'm not mad that he said that straight up because a lot of men
Mm-hmm.
won't tell you that, and a lot more men feel that way than don't, in my opinion. Especially when you're just starting out, because no man, quite honestly, who's in his age bracket, wants
Mm-hmm.
to start off his life journey and starting a family raising someone else's child. So I do get,
Mm-hmm.
I do understand that. I'm not gonna sit here and play pretend like I wouldn't feel that way at his age either.
Mm,
Because
okay.
what happens is that's always someone else's child, and then you start having your own children, you're naturally gonna treat your children differently than you treat someone else's child because it's not your child. So I give him credit for that, and that's just the that's and
Mm,
that, I would feel the same way. So
okay. Tracy says that Simone sounded like Black China. I can't remember what she sounded like. Mm-mm. Simone couldn't even make eye contact with her damn self. That's true because when she was explaining that to John, she was looking up and away.
mhm.
I noticed that. The body language was screaming liar, liar. Oh Jesus. Light likes dark and dark likes light. Weird. Well, it's just people's preferences. She really doing a certificate course. Man, that's not a master's mind or vocabulary. Oh, that's what you think? You think she's doing a certificate? Oh dear. Well, at least she's one certificate more than me. Let's see. She was just butthurt they didn't like her. Cowboy Joy wanted pure woman. She was superficial to me, like fun, but not the kind you take home to mom. Probably an age thing, I guess. I'll go sit in the corner now. No, you won't. You didn't say anything bad. You just said your opinion. Reject them before they can reject her.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay. Um, Dante's an adult entertainer, though. He looking for someone pure. Thank you, Sarv. Thank you, Sarv. Okay, so next up we have we going through these people. All right, so next up is Daniela. Daniela is 23 and very annoying. I agree with Dante on this. But anyway, she's a medical assistant in dermatology. She likes to play with her dog. She goes to the gym, plays tennis. What she likes in a man, someone who loves animals and very apathetic, or empathetic, something, I don't know. Nice to wait staff. Um, and John pops his balloon. Overall, really gentle with people. Deal breakers is having kids. So we go over to John. John says he doesn't like animals and he be seeing people like letting their animals lick up in their face, and he's not here for that. And he also has 2 children, so there you go. He's out. Daniela gets a pin to go and pop 2 balloons. She pops Dante and she pops Trey. For Trey, he said he wanted to hear her out. That's why he didn't pop his balloon. Daniela says she likes his eyebrows, but he's not what she usually goes for. But this is a woman who says she ain't really had a type. Okay. Then she over to the stripper. Dante said he wanted to hear what she had to say, as well, but her voice is naggy. And the body type is not what he prefers. She says the cowboy look is not for her, but it looks good on him. Now, mind you guys, he is a bodybuilder. So he will be making commentary on body types. But she looked fine. She looked better than me. So hey, what you gonna do? Daniela says, she asked this question: what type of things bring out your inner child? Ryan says that he's been into the same things that he's into since he was a kid. He likes animals, especially dogs. He likes sci-fi, and that's what gets him excited. Chris says he does basketball and anime. That brings out his inner child. Natty says he likes board games and being around his little cousins, nephews, and nieces. That brings out his inner child. Key says the holiday season brings out his inner child, spending time with the family. Now, out of all of these answers, I liked Key's. I liked it because it was something like you could understand why the holiday season brings out all of our inner childs. I get it. Daniela, Um, Arlette asked Daniela what brings out her inner child, and she says finding shells, jellyfish, and hermit crabs at the beach. She obviously doesn't live in Arizona.
Right.
Okay. So Simone has to go and pop one more balloon. She pops Key's balloon because she thinks that the holidays are cool, but it's not very specific on what would bring out the inner child. I dismissed her after that. I really did because I thought she's
I
a
thought
numbnut.
you would. I thought you
She's a
would.
fucking numbnut. Simone gets another question. She wants to know what they do in their free time. Ryan says he likes to walk, shopping, thrifting, antiquing. Chris says play basketball and anime, and he smokes a lot of weed. I mean, a lot of weed, like tons of weed. And he just keeps on saying that. Natty says that he likes to try new things, new food, new places. He's new to the area, so he's discovering all that it has to offer. It's time to pop another balloon, and she pops Chris's balloon. And she says that he's not super physically attractive. She doesn't have a problem with the weed, and but she just doesn't want to smell like it, and she doesn't want him to smell like it. This is where he explains that he's been doing weed since he was 12 and he can handle it.
He knows not. He knows how not to smell like weed all the time. I think that's what he said. I'm like, okay.
How is he a realtor? How is he a realtor?
He's not a full time realtor, I guess, because he works for two nonprofits and does something else. So I'm going to assume he's a part time realtor.
But he's in LA. He should be like really doing that realtor like hustle. He should. There's nothing wrong working nonprofit, but if you took the time to sit that stupid realtor test, go to all them classes and sit that test and pass it, I don't know why you doing part-time. And why are you going to be expecting me to help you out? Sorry, bro. Divert some of that money from your weekly weed expense and see what happens. I don't know. Nati has a question for her. Okay, and he asked her what are her love languages. Daniela says that the service thing, and she asked what are his love languages, and he says he likes all 5. Well, that's good. Okay. Off we go to Ryan. He wants to know who's one of her role models. And she says her dad, because she loves both of her parents and they've been together forever. But he's an active kind of person. He takes, and she takes after him. He's empathetic, and so then when they asked Ryan, he says Denzel Washington is just cool and talented. Donald Glover and something Childish Gambino. And I was just like, you just lost me, Ryan. Oh God, whatever. Daniela gets to pop one more balloon. And they're down to the final 2. Oh. So then she asks, what's your red flag, or what's toxic for you? Ryan says that he's opinionated and he has strong opinions on things. Nati says that he's a pretty great guy. He likes to break up on bad terms so that he doesn't want to miss anybody. Like he doesn't want to go back to those old relationships. So then Ryan pops his balloon on his own. Ryan said that he was thinking about it and he thinks that she and Natty would make a cute couple. He doesn't have anything negative to say about her, but he just wasn't feeling a romantic spark, and that's why he popped his balloon. Daniela says that Ryan is someone who would be her type. Then she doesn't have any questions. They asked her to go pop a balloon. I don't know. Daniela, I think Natty popped his balloon himself. Like nobody wanted her. Oh
I
wait,
think
no, she popped Natty's balloon, wasn't it?
right. That's what I recall.
Yeah, she popped Natty's balloon and said that physically she thinks he's handsome and she likes his hair. But she popped his balloon. She was confusing to me. I lost interest during her segment. Hers and Tash were irritating to me. Okay, so let's see what y'all are saying in here. Okay, let's go back up here. Double standards, anyone? Pure entertainment. Daniela, for fun. I like to play with my yes. But I can't say anything because I do a lot of ums too. I'm so sorry. Please stand up straight. I would do wonders for her. It would do wonders for her figure. Yes, it would. For real. See, there goes an How old is Daniela? 23. I think, yeah, she was around 23. Do you think she was about 15? Tracy. Professional weed smoker first job. Well,
Could be. He could be like a brand ambassador or a nice little weed consultant. Who knows?
okay. Rodney M. I'm in SoCal. Weed is always a given. Really?
Yeah. Same in Northern California.
Oh my god. Yeah, nah. Nah, brah. Tracy says he plays video games all day and smokes weed. He probably sets up open house once a week. My God. Natty was just not her type. No, she wanted Ryan, and Ryan bowed out. I'm telling you, Ryan wasn't interested in any of these gals. Not one of them. Okay, so the next lady up is Raja. Let me go back here. Okay, so Raja. She's 25 years old and a law student. She loves to travel. She likes to walk her dog and be adventurous. Her man has to be honest, confident, secure in themselves, able to compromise and share beliefs. Deal breaker: if you don't like dogs and you're a narcissist and someone who isn't a decision maker and has other people make your decisions for you, she basically needs her man to be a man. The host gives her a pin to start off and tells her to go and pop 2 balloons. And she pops John's balloon. She says he looks nice. There wasn't an initial attraction, but he seems sweet. She then pops Natty's balloon, and she says the same thing with him. There just wasn't an initial attraction. Right. Rasha then wants to know rules and responsibilities and how they should be shared in the household. This is her question to the men. Dante, again with his traditional roles, he wants the women to take care of the house and the kids, and the man takes care of everything. Very, extremely traditional. Okay, girl. Mm-hmm. Ryan says he's a traditional person as well. He wants to be the breadwinner and his wife to do the nurturing of their children. Chris said that he had a single mother household. He says he grew up watching his mother do it all, and he doesn't need his woman to do it all, but she needs to do something.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. I'm completely with that.
Trey says he prefers a 50-50 arrangement. He can be the breadwinner. He believes in what the home needs, and what 2 people in the relationship believe. he says that should dictate how the relationship moves forward. What the household need and what the two people in the relationship need. He says
But the thing is that who was that said that?
that was Trey. Cause
So
he said no, but this was funny, right? Because he said, you could go to school and everything. And he says can learn how to change a tire, but he has triple A and he believes in
and it works.
progress.
And it works.
Yeah, and it works. He says that he believes in progressive, like being progressive with those roles, and you don't have to be static like they were in the past. I like him. I like him a lot. That and the fact that he has future earning potential. Key said, Key straight away pops his balloon. He said that she's in law school and that's a lot. He's a business owner. His time is limited and so is hers. She's pretty and then someone else pops their balloon and she says that Keith is decent. So I guess that wasn't her type. Chris was the one who popped his balloon. He said he needs somebody taller, and that's why he popped his balloon. She says that he looks fine, but she isn't looking for a partner. She's looking for a partner that is more dapper. So she wants somebody a little bit more put together. Dante says that he's looking for respect, honesty, communication. Oh yeah, Raja asked, "What are the qualities you're looking for in a partner?" And Dante says he's looking for respect, honesty, and communication. Ryan says respect comes first. Someone who, and then secondly, someone who is peaceful. He's looking for someone who can be his peace. He wants a woman to have a peaceful, feminine energy. I like his double talk. It's full. Anyway, Trey says he believes in versatility, ambition, and empathy are important for a partner. He doesn't believe in a single track mind. He needs somebody who loves God. And if she doesn't have that, go ahead. He says that she has to be a believer, basically. She has to pop another balloon. So she pops Dante. She asks if he typically wears this attire, and he says he's a country boy from Michigan. She says to him, "Oh, I just had to pop somebody." Do you think they're hearing backstage that he's an adult entertainer?
Probably.
Oh my God. So 2 gentlemen remain. They asked what do they do. Ryan says he owns 2 media companies and make YouTube videos. He asked her what is her life purpose, and she says she went into law. She went to law school to help disadvantaged communities. She wants to go into criminal law. She wants to give back to her neighborhood. She lives in Cleveland. And then he pops his balloon. He says that she's too far away for him. He lives in LA. Next up is Natty, I believe, development project manager. No, that's not him. Who's that? Development project manager. That's Trey.
That's Trey.
Yeah, so she's at Trey now. And he asked her. He wants to know what her friends would say about her 2 years ago that she struggled with, that, and how she has evolved it to today. And she says that she struggled with moving on from situations that no longer served her. Today, she's able to put the past behind her and looks forward to better things that will come for her. So she brings Trey up. She brings Trey up because he's the last balloon. So he then starts asking her questions like, "Do you really like me?"
Mm-hmm.
He's
Like,
very intuitive.
he's like, do you think I'm fine? Like, I walk
Yeah.
into your church and the deaconesses are like, damn.
Mm-hmm. And she said that she likes his outfit. She likes how he takes care of himself. She likes how he responded to the questions. He's a great listener. Fine, not necessarily, but her types do change once she gets their personality and how they present themselves. She does think that Trey's attractive. Um, so part of it is a yes for him. But then she can't answer the rest. Like she's stumbling over her words. Girl, you need to work on that if you're becoming a lawyer because you need to be quick witted. And Trey pops his balloon because he figured out that she didn't like him like that. And she says that she needs an immediate sort of connection, attraction. And Trey says that's why he asked her, because this environment is made for trying to find that immediate connection, and that's why he asked her. Then they pan over to Key, who gives her a thumbs down. They are so shady on this show. It is ridiculous. All right, so what y'all got to say about her, our law student? Let's go back up here. Wait, hold on. Oh, sugar. I think Ryan was out taking a walk and thought he walked into an antique shop. They put him on the show last minute because some other guy bowed out. I don't think so. I think he purposely signed up for this show because of all that he has going on social media, and because he's a YouTuber as well. I don't think he ever intended to pick anybody from this show. He's very calculating, but he needed the exposure. Because look, even I went to his social media, and I don't go to nobody's social media. Trey said he believes in modernity. Ouch, my type, equal gentleman. Tracy, I'm too damn old. I can't do the pearl necklace. I like it. Because you know why? Underneath that pearl necklace is a good college educated man. And if you read like his last post, you'll understand why I say that. Get past the pearl necklace. Get past that. I can't imagine dating in today's world. Me neither. Okay. Alrighty. So she walks off and there's no match. Next up, we have Dorian, the last one on the show. Dorian is 27. She works for a Fortune 50 company as an insurance agent, and she also raps. She likes to travel. She's into adventurous things like skydiving and jet skiing. Dante and Chris pop their balloons immediately. She says she likes an outgoing guy who's respectful, emotionally intelligent, and she wants a man who makes as much or more money than her. Her deal breaker is felonies. And felonies as in violent or sexual felonies, and a small penis is also a deal breaker. Everyone is cracking up. Everyone is cracking up. So, oh my God, this girl was hilarious to end the show. Dante popped his balloon. He said that the stains on her dress was the reason why he popped his balloon. She didn't present well. She says that she was in the back getting drunk.
Okay, that made me holler. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Ryan, that leads Ryan to popping his balloon. And he said also that she's lacking in presentation. She said he is not her type because he's from Michigan with a cowboy hat. And she says next. Ryan Ryan, oh, sorry. Lacking the presentation is what Dante said. So Ryan says that he thought that she had an unwelcoming demeanor. She said that she could understand why he said that, but she's a sweetheart. Chris said that Chris said that he popped his balloon because he's scared of heights and she doesn't do skydiving. She said that she thinks that he's going to regret popping the balloon. And she says, we don't have to skydive. If you don't want to skydive, we don't have to do it. But I just like doing new things. And he's just like, nah.
Exactly.
John popped his balloon because she came out a little aggressive and he said maybe it's the liquor. She says no. She said that this is her personality and she doesn't feel like she needs to turn down for anybody. Um, then she recognizes his accent and she asks where he's from. He says east side of Indianapolis. She names the street and everything and she says that's where she's from. And she doesn't feel like she needs to turn down for anybody. She says she would want to be friends with him because she wouldn't want to be friends with him because he embarrassed her on YouTube. So she gets to Trey. Trey believes that their temperaments would clash. He is not a big fan of drunkenness in public. It's how it comes across. He's not tagging her with that. She says that he's not her type. She's not into being out with somebody who wears pearls. She doesn't like the pants. She calls him light skin, I think she did. And that he should have wore something less olive. I think because by this point, all of the balloons have popped. She doesn't have a chance in hell. So they're just making her go through the men and for them to give their reasons why. We get last but not least Key, who popped his balloon, and he said that she looks good. But he says that she's a very busy woman, right? And that when she went back and forth with some of the other gentlemen, it seemed argumentative. He says basically she wouldn't be somebody that he would approach in regular life. He said that you could be pretty, but the way you carry yourself can change your mind. And the way how she carried herself wasn't pleasant. And she asked if all of them felt that way, and they said yes. Now, I want to talk about her because I went back and initially I did think she was aggressive. But when I went back to do the thumbnails and get these pictures, I listened again to her opening statement. And I think what kind of triggered these gentlemen was when she said, I want somebody who makes as much money or more money than me. Mm-hmm. And they scratched her out and were finding excuses for that. Because she didn't say anything out of sort. It wasn't said with any tone. Where she picked up her tone was with the individual critiques, not with her opening introduction.
My takeaway from her was that she was just very, very honest and upfront. And here's the thing. Now, I wish more people would be honest about this. If you are making a certain kind of money, right? And you're doing well. It makes sense that you would want someone who is in the same ballpark as you. The reason why is because if you're the person making more money out of the two, mm-hmm. and then the person, something happens to the other person, oh, can I get this? And you wind up paying for a lot of things, you become resentful. So mm-hmm. it tends to happen less with people who are in the same ballpark of money. And I find it interesting how people don't like when women say, like, I want someone who makes just as much money or more. That's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a good thing to want someone who's successful. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if a man says it like, oh, I want a woman who has her own hustle, who makes her own money, blah blah blah, he's cheered for it. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
different it's a very different understanding depending on who says the gender. If a woman says it, she's a gold digger. If a man says it, oh, he just wants an independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
Which is it?
Well, I say the same thing, but I say it differently. I say I could be broke all by my goddamn self.
Right.
It's just the way how you say it.
Say it.
But
Right.
I thought she said it way better than I did. Um, uh, let's see. Tracy says
Also
Dorian works
though,
for a Fortune 50 company, skydiving, dirty, torn Timu dress. She has self conscious. She was self conscious of Gracias next. Tracy.
but here's my whole thing with her, going back to that real quick.
Uh huh.
I can understand if she comes across as, you know, a gold digger or whatever. I could accept that if she didn't have her own job. Sorry. She already has a
Mm-hmm.
job. So
See, Steven says that that's a red flag. I
I
don't
mean,
think so.
I don't think so. I can see how it could be, but like, if she didn't have a job and wasn't successful on her own, I could go with that. But since she has a job and she appears to be successful, I'm not going to lean into that trope with her.
Roddy says emotional intelligence translates to know when to shut up.
For some people,
Tracy says to Steven, please go back and watch when you have time. Hilarious. Okay. I like your Jordan civilization. Her pregame was drinks way too much. Oh my God. Steven, she wants someone with banks so she can buy a new dress. She definitely needs to. I think they put duct tape on that dress to hold it together. She kept holding it. Maybe it was riding up. You never know. She was a mess. Never accept free drinks before the gig. Gorilla wannabe rapper. She thinks she looks like Brandy. Oh no, not Gorilla. What is that?
yeah,
Glorilla. Okay,
right.
sorry. Glorilla wannabe rapper. I don't know who that is, but okay, she thinks she looks like Brandy. That was the only thing she said that made sense. Don't like pearls. Oh, jeez. You're only saying that because you didn't like his pearls either. Maybe a brandy bottle. Oh, jeez. Never discuss money. It makes it look like that's what you're after. That could be a valid point. Open bar, no bueno. Grassy is next. And I feel like the money conversation is better during the date. Before it just seems tacky to me. But she was just laying out what she wanted in a man. They
Mhm.
asked her what she wanted in a man and what she didn't want. And I don't think a woman should be penalized for saying that she doesn't want somebody that's homeless and unemployed and no prospects.
Exactly.
That might be fine for Dante because he wants to take care of somebody, but she doesn't. Um, Glorilla is an aggressive hip hop rapper. So y'all thought she was aggressive? I don't think she was at the start. I think as she progressed through all of the popped balloons, she started because it started feeling like an attack on her. It really
Right.
did. And I think she even explained herself. She was like, you call that going back and forth, but that was having a conversation. I don't know. I think she got judged harshly, and she was the funniest one out of all of them. She held her own with the barrage of negative comments on her. I liked her. Men always want a fit woman too, so women can wait. Men always want a fit woman too, so women can want 100,000 men. There you go.
Fair.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you. Because Dante was commenting on people's physiques. Well, he's a bodybuilder, but whatever. I thought it was tacky. Anyway, that was the show, y'all. And that was our little treat for today on Labor Day. We only have one show to watch this week, Jamal.
Who? Whitney?
Whitney. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Forbidden Love. It did
Yes,
come on last night. Yes, yes. Okay. So we'll have Forbidden Love and Whitney this week.
I couldn't get through with just Whitney only. I'm sorry.
We'd have a 5-minute show.
Right? It will be a short.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Like I said before, I have definitely aged out. Now I know why I don't watch these shows like Love Island, Love is Blind, etc. I just can't do it. It was an experiment, wasn't it? It was an experiment. No, before 90 days. Okay. Jamal, did you see the 90-day show last night that premiered?
No, how was it? Was it mess?
Jamal, TLC is really pushing it with me. You got a blind man from Nigeria who has Angela 2.0. That is who. Anybody who watched it in the chat, did anybody watch it? Renee, who spells her, she says that her name is Renee, but she spells it Rayne. I thought it was Rain.
Rain.
It's Renee. She's from New Mexico, and she is about ready to be Angela 2.0. And she's going over to Nigeria, to Lagos, to do this with this blind man who lives at home with his sister and her spouse. Because he can't work in Nigeria because he's blind. And check how he became blind. At 17, his friend was climbing an apple tree and the apple fell down and hit him in one of his eyes. He went to school, things were blurry, and then it progressively went blind. Then after that, he fell down and hit the other eye on the corner of a table and it started gushing blood. They took him to the hospital and they said nothing can be done. So he's officially blind. I think he had a torn retina, like his retina detached from the cornea or something like that. Because he says now all he could see is a white haze. But the most unluckiest man ever. So from that, he turned to God. So he's Christian. And Renee, whose mother and two best friends think she is batshit crazy, doesn't like, she was Christian, but she could read between the lines in the biblical text, and she believes in the Illuminati and aliens, and she is about ready to tell him the truth about the Bible. And she also wigs out because her mama and her friends was like, it's funny that he's physically blind, but she is mentally blind. And she said, she got 2 kids, 15 and 7 or 8 or something like that, boy and a girl, lives on a farm. She does chickens and eggs, and she talks to the chickens. And she says that she ain't never had no romantic kiss in her life. She ain't never had no romance. Her 2 relationships was toxic. It's a mess. It's a mess.
I'll give it a watch.
But wait. Then you had this dude in Vegas who couch surfs, works at a drag show as the drag queen assistant. So he pick up their money on the stage. He plays the model when they making the costumes. He helps them zip up their boots and their bustiers and all that. He's a gopher.
Right.
That's part-time though. He has discovered that he likes a female penis. And basically that is a lady boy, and he has found one in Philippines. And what he's planning to do, he don't really got no money or nothing like that, but he's taking all of his savings to buy this ticket to go to the Philippines to meet this person, and got a $50 ring that he's using as engagement ring. So he wants to go over there and propose to her, but he don't believe in monogamous relationships. He likes open relationships, and he, like I said, only likes a penis if it's on a woman. And he hasn't told her yet that he wants an open relationship. And now, if the drag queens is making more sense than him, it is outrageous. But he's like, okay, I've never been outside the country. I've never even been on a plane. Like I'm at the airport, but I really don't know why. It says that my gate is D55, but who cares? Why do I have to go there? He gets on the flight. He says, I'm going over to the Philippines. Like, wish me luck. I feel somebody dropped him on his fucking head as an adult, not as a child, as an adult. He is a bum. He's a bum. And he's going over there to take advantage of this poor confused person who's going to be even more confused when he show up begging to stay with them.
Right.
This is Statler 2.0. He going over there, see if he can stay there and hang out. Fuck her, because he says, yeah, you have an emotional relationship with your primary person, but then you just go out and fuck a whole bunch of other people just because, you can fuck. And I was just like, wait, what? And I can't remember who was the other person that was on there. Like, those two were the most ridiculous and dumb that they showed last night. But there's more dumbness to come. I don't know these people's name. I was just sitting there with my mouth open going, so this is what we doing. This is what the fuck we doing. Oh, my God. Oh, what? The rich lady. Oh, Jamal, you're going to like this. All right, so this woman who was in this controlling, toxic, abusive relationship with her kids, she finally got a way to escape. Wait
a minute, she escaped her children?
No, the husband.
Oh!
It took 4 years to divorce. She is well taken care of. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
4 years to divorce settlement, and she is well taken care of. She met this young boy from Jordan who's supposed to be a model 4 months ago, but she can tell that they're in love. She's going over to visit him for the first time, and within hours of landing is marrying him, because that's the only way that they can actually meet each other in person and get to know each other. So she's going to marry him. So she's taking her hairdresser, her beauty person, and her eyelash person, I think, as the witnesses to the wedding. And these are her only friends. Her service people from her controlling marriage are her only friends. So they're giving her like this little bridal shower, and they're like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Like, oh, her health coach or her life coach is also going to the wedding. And the life coach, when she went to meet up with a life coach, she goes, "So are you getting a prenup?" And she's like, "No, what do I need one of those for?" She's like, it doesn't matter. And the life coach is like, yes, it does. Like, you have kids. And so then she has the bridal shower with all of the service people, and they're like, so how many people are coming to the wedding? And she goes, oh, he told me about 200. And so somebody says, so how many are coming from your side? She goes, like the two service people there. And they're like, we can't believe that she's doing this mess. But she's going to go and marry him. But her finances, like all of her money, This is what they showed us last night. 2 hours of fuckery. Oh my God. Child support can run out, but not alimony. Once you get married, I bet you
Right.
in Texas, once you
Yes.
get married, alimony is done. All she got is child support till 18. She's an idiot. She living, you should see where she living. Beautiful condo overlooking the city, floor to ceiling windows. And this bitch in Jordan is looking at all of that going, yum, yum, give me some. And this stupid woman is going to marry him within hours of landing in Jordan so that she could get to know him. What?
She must not. She must not know Sutton. Because
Oh
Sutton gave her
my
some.
God.
Because Sutton gave her some great advice. Bitch, don't get married. Quit playing.
Let me tell you, she wouldn't even hear something because she wasn't hearing nobody. Everybody from the life coach, the hairdresser, makeup artist, lash girl, food delivery person, all of her service people was like looking at her going, girl, if you wasn't paying me to sit here and say yes, I would be telling you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
How to go broke. 1, 2, 3, go. There you go, Rodney. Couldn't have said it better myself. Last night's show was an abomination. Y'all thought that Papa Balloon was stupid. 90 Day was dumber than dirt. I don't think I would be able to. A $20 watch will do the exact same job. I'm not cut out for being rich, evidently. I am. Girl, give me the expensive watch. Opening up. Yep. Mm-hmm. She opened up buying a $26,000 watch. It was just dumb. Just dumb. She's yes. She sounds like a Kardashian with all the work. And her name is Tiger Lily with no real friends, just paid service providers. Her husband must be like, damn, I'm so glad I got rid of her. Cody and Robin, where are Cody and Robin living now? In the house. It's not sold yet. How to get digmatized without getting it, child. We can be rich just fine. That's how we would keep our money, though. My Temu watches would be just fine. Rather spend less money, more quantity. I noticed the fifth wheel in the backyard. Who's that? Oh, you mean the sun? The sun's thing, yeah. That's where Dayton was living. Did the husband get the friends? Maybe because she said the husband cut her off of everything. Like, the only people that she had were the people who served her during the time of her marriage. Whole list of charities. Wow. It was an interesting show. I don't think that they're going for actual romance. I think it's just shock value now. Just shock value. But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's the show today. Oh, we did a long show. Damn.
Yep, and I need to run to the men's room. So
okay, well, guys, since we need to take a PB break, we'll see you on Thursday and Friday. Yep. Same bat channel, same bat time, back at 6 p.m. Eastern. So, any final thoughts?
No, we're good. But I will watch 90 Day Fiancé because now I'm intrigued.
Okay. Well, guys, enjoy the rest of your Labor Day if you're in the United States, and everybody else who's watching us, have a great day. Bye. Bye.